I'm Brian Lilly. Welcome back to Byline. I'm here at Brixton's Pub on Spark Street in Ottawa. You know what gets Canadians talking? Beer. Forget politics, forget hockey, football, any of that. We love talking about beer. So the other night, I'm in the garage just puttering about, and I posted this picture on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. It's just a fun little picture. It was the beer I happened to be drinking, and I said, no workshop is complete without some of this. Well, didn't that get some people talking? I had comments and tweets on Facebook posts telling me I was drinking Elk's Piss, that I was drinking stuff that was only good for cleaning paintbrushes. Honestly, these are some of the comments that people were sending me. Sure, there were lots of Pils fans happy that I was drinking the favorite Prairie Brew, but there were also a lot of people looking down their nose at mass market beer, and I don't get that. Let me be blunt. We've got way too many beer snobs in this country today. I'm not just talking about those that say they like a craft beer or an import now and again. I do as well. I'm talking about those people that say those are the only things to drink and nothing else is worth it. Everything else is beneath them. I mean, it's beer, people. For crying out loud, it's fermented grains. It's rotting grains. Let's get over that. You know, sometimes a beer is popular because it meets the needs of the population. It's just what you need. I'm having a Keith's right now. It's a fine beer. For the past several years, I've been laughing. It's one of the beers they have on tap here, Stella Artois. It's got this mystique. It's a Belgian import. Well, really, it's the Molson Canadian or Budweiser of Belgium, of Europe. In my Mum's hometown of Glasgow, they sell it at Asda, their version of Walmart, for £6.67 for 10 tall boys. I mean, it's essentially their mass market beer. I've tried lots of beers from Belgium. I haven't found anything as good as what I can find here. Now, this isn't reverse snobbery. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink imports. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink craft beer, but you know what? Lots of the popular brands are worth drinking as well. I used to go to this pub in Hamilton called Chester's Beers of the World. It was the first place I ever went that the beer menu was longer than the food menu. And they didn't care if you ordered craft beer, import, popular, didn't matter. Just order a beer. Started drinking Guinness as a teenager, and you know what? It's now got this mystique. That was before the Irish pub craze took off. Now it's got this mystique. It's something fancy. No, it is and always has been an Irish peasant beer. I don't get the high-class status for Guinness. But we do this all the time. We kind of adapt or adopt this vision of ourselves, and then we tie ourselves to brands that match that. So, you know, we do it with wine, we do it with beer, we do it with whiskey. Do you drink Tim Hortons coffee, or do you go to Starbucks? Do you go to a certain coffee shop that only sells a special bean from Kenya roasted by monks? Yeah. I go to a coffee shop like that in Ottawa. It's this place called Bridgehead. Fine coffee, but you know what? I'm just as likely to be found in Timmy's. Occasionally I go to Starbucks. You know what? Sometimes it depends on my mood. Sometimes it depends on where I am. It's the same with beer. You know why I had Pils in my house the other day? Because it was on sale for $31.95 for a 2-4. Cheapest beer in Ontario right now. I hear it's becoming a really trendy beer in Toronto, a bit of a hipster beer. I don't care. Won't make me drink more of it, won't make me drink less. You know, beer trends come and go. It's always been that way, and you know, we've got this idea in our head that that Canadian beer is stronger than American beer. That's partly due to trends. Our beers in Canada, popular ones used to be 50 and export. Those are ales, and the Americans, they've always preferred lagers and pilsners. Those are lighter tasting. Ales are stronger tasting. That and a difference in how we used to measure our alcohol gave the idea that Canadian beer is stronger. Alcohol content, pretty much the same. And as far as taste, well, we long ago gave up the stronger tasting ales for, you know, like 50 for Blue, and then Bud, and then now Coors Light, two of the strongest or most popular brands in Canada. So, you know, you can't really brag about Canadian beer being stronger anymore. Alcohol by volume, it's pretty much the same. So I don't really care what you drink. To me, beer is beer, and I don't need it to come from some faraway village in the Belgian lowlands, some family recipe, and it's made by people that speak this special dialect that no one else does. No, I just want a beer, and I want to enjoy it. You know my rule for beer? If it tastes good, have more. It's pretty much that simple. And so whether that's an import or a craft beer or Blue or 50 or Bud or X or Keith's, well, if it tastes good, drink more of it and enjoy yourself. Got a thought on beer? Drop me a line, byline@sunmedia.ca.